taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for this afternoon, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm letting him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do, man? It's Shuttleworth the God, LB, aka Lauderdale Boss. You know what it is, RainGangRadio.com in the building, the realest podcast in the game. The world is a op out right now. Make sure y'all listen to that shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm letting him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? Yo, you already know who this is. Your boy King Bodega Boxer in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And P, though, do we have anyone this week that needs to be banned from the bodega?
Well, the bodega is currently under construction, so it's closed for the day. But no, I'll nobody's banned. I'll figure out who I'm gonna ban when I open up the bodega, like tomorrow.
There you go. That's what it is.
Although I will be banning all of you dumb fucking whiny bitches on Twitter complaining that you couldn't see the Bad Bunny concert. Like, go, okay, too bad, fuck out of here.
That was random as fuck though, but we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's flies? Conscious Pod, aka the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff, Destination Ring Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pod, stay elevated above the clouds. You dig? Saying no turbulence. That's what it is, man. So yeah, we had on the weekend, like I said, we had a one fight card weekend, which does need to be normalized, by the way, because it's good. Except, the only complaint that we have about this is it was just late as fuck. Now, a couple of us had late nights anyways, so like it wasn't that bad for us. But if you were sitting at home and you're unless you're on the West Coast, like like my man Pilot over here, your night's not, if you sat through there the whole card, chances are your night was over once the card was over.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, lucky for me, like I said, I already had a late night. I was already out. I know P was already out. So we, it wasn't that completely late for us. So I kept watching since we were already awake though. But for what it was an entertaining card. I did catch up on I watched the main event live, but I caught up on the other stuff live. And Top Rank, I will say this: Top Rank, I said it before. Top Rank needs to stop making Jobber Fest, WWF Superstar Fest, type fights, like where you have the name fighter and you have like the choice jobber that's that's paid to get knocked the fuck out, or sometimes if they're decent they can actually last to a decision, but this one was just like it wasn't in its full element because jobbers were getting bodied left and right all over the prelims, like like that's not even hyperbole. Like
it's like the Ninja Turtles were just going off on them foot soldiers, like
exactly, or the Power Rangers against the putties.
Yeah, they was just like, God damn, like it's like when back in the day with G.I. Joe, you just see a whole bunch of lasers, people just getting knocked away. They're not getting killed, but you're like, damn, like
yeah, exactly. It's like
henchman number 317.
Yeah, that's like, that shit is crazy though. But it was entertaining for what it was. I think the most brutal of the knockouts came from Tom Selleck, Magnum PI looking motherfucking man.
The porn stash gimmick.
Yeah, like dude looking like a fucking late 70s porn star and shit. And I'm not all the way sold on Torres just yet. Although I do think he was in better condition. But yeah, he knocked out that dude like he was mad at him for something.
That was criminal. Yeah, that was criminal matchmaking to me.
He didn't shake his hand or didn't say hello when he got into the locker room or some shit like that. The dude looked like he was just angry, or it's the fact that his barber fucked up on his mustache or some shit. I don't know, but dude, he bodied that dude like horribly. Like, geez, like take it easy. He's brought in there to lose. You're not supposed to kill him. He has a family. God damn it.
Yeah, so, he literally looked. Yeah, he looked bad after that. After he got knocked out, I was worried for him.
Yeah, it's another one of those super bad soccer mom type of KOs.
Yeah, it really was. Like,
it was worse than heavyweight though. Damn.
Yeah, like, you know, we can't like.
I mean, that guy's like a heavyweight, like a medalist. You know, facing. I mean, I know he's undersized, but that was bad matchmaking. That
He not even undersized. That's both the motherfuckers is big. It just one was big and knew how to fight.
Yeah, exactly. But the funny thing is too is Torres wasn't really that accurate until he got him onto the ropes, and then dude started to land. And once he landed, you know, all you heard was the sound that here that when Mario would run into a Goomba, do 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 do.
Yeah, he shut down hard, like damn. But I mean, it was people was throwing hands. The undercard went quick. Jeremiah Milton. Yeah, you go shout him out.
Shout out Dreamland Milton. Yes, sir. You know, again, another brutal knockout. And then F.A. Ajaba. Brutal knockout. Jerry Anderson, one punch knockout. Like, yeah, they were all over. Like,
Tiger Johnson looked good.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Tiger Johnson is. I like I said, one thing about Top Rank, and like I said, they when it comes to talent, they don't hesitate to snatch them up. They'll snatch up the best talent,
the best young prospect.
Don't always market them right.
Even the other kid, Abdullah Mason, he fought some undefeated guy, and it was. I wish it was longer than 4 rounds. It was a good fight.
Yeah, Abdullah Mason. I know someone that Lukey's high on. Cause I think he did an interview with Lukey. So yeah, Abdullah Mason. Like there's a lot of buzz around that young man. Like
he's nice.
And he's talented. So
that's what it is.
Yeah. It was a good showcase. It was a good jobber festival. I mean, I wish I had some Polish sausage and some elephant ears, cotton candy. I fucked with it. I enjoyed the jobber festival. I just. Maybe there were just a few more rides. Like I could have fucked with a roller coaster, But other than that, I was entertained. So, how about y'all? How y'all felt about the main event? Because we were split down the middle, and we ended up getting like a draw. And I gotta give King P his props because, like he low key like his It's like I felt his prediction so well that I just changed my prediction, and that rarely happens. And King P is usually the last motherfucker to do that because this nigga sometimes. but that shit was just compelling, and it just was like, you know what, fuck it, like this nigga right. But I ain't gonna lie, the first 3 rounds I was like, God damn it, why I listen to this motherfucker? yeah.
Commey was looking good in the beginning. I mean, I thought it was a better fight than I thought it was going to be. To be honest,
we all think that because it was a hell of the ear markings of a crossroads. But both of them cats are still serviceable in their own ways.
Because remember, I was like, damn, nigga, do we even got to talk about this one? Y'all kind of convinced me yo, chill, this is decent crossroads fight, and I'm like, y'all was right.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the fight was a tale of 2 halves. The first half was all Commey because Commey was reminding niggas like why he was dangerous when he was coming up. Like Pedraza got busted up. He was getting rocked all over the place. Like say, I mean, he's because it almost seemed like it was only a matter of time before like Commey would actually catch him with some real shit, and he'd probably be knocked out on the ropes or on the floor. Like I said, Pedraza is a tough guy. Like, I mean, it's hard to put him down. Like, he
was getting lit up with some shots and combinations early, but I'm surprised he weathered all that shit because he really did like have a good surge late in the fight.
Yeah, because I know before, I mean, when Commey got tired, and I know me and Abby were talking about this before, like, amongst ourselves, and it was like, the body shots, it was like the body shots probably definitely did him in because dude went from doing that to like just being tentative, and then Pedraza was rocking him. Like Pedraza, I think, hit him with one shot that kind of looked like that had him like his eyes looking like pinball slots for a minute. Like I was just like, oh damn. Yeah, I was like,
I feel like the headbutt and the cut changed the fight a lot for the better for Pedraza because Commey was a different fighter after that cut. After that cut above his eye.
the body shots had settled in that time. See, I think, and I agree with you, but the thing is, I look at it like the cut and the headbutt, like that was what made everything. It's like I think that's what cut the adrenaline off. It's like that's what woke him up. Like he was still fighting through the body shots, even though he was slowing down. Like all that shit that happened, the cut, the headbutt, I think that's what It's like internally, like he knew he couldn't. It was hard to deal with that and the body shots. So you put that extra pressure on him with the headbutt cut shit. Now it's like, oh man, like the panic start. And now the body shots, you was subconsciously kind of good with them, but now you really feel them. So I think it's all those factors got exposed once that headbutt shit. Like everything just came together like, god damn, this is fucked up.
Right. And then Pedraza had it closed the show like down the, in the row, especially in the 9th round. Like I think the 9th round is when you realize that Commey now it was really up for grabs. I think that's probably the clearest round that Commey actually lost, and it was a round that if he hadn't lost it so clear, he probably would have eked out the decision for real. Like
he was hurting. I mean, Pedraza was hurting Commey bad in that round.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the round that Commey, if he had lost, if he didn't lose that round clear, like he probably would have won the fight by the skin of his teeth, really, by that time. But yeah, no, I give Pedraza all like Pedraza is a tough guy. Like I mean, tough guy. Like he really wants to do it. He wants to become a 3-way champion. Like I give him his respect, And this was now it's washing away that horrible showing he had against Ramirez. Because he got me back with that one. Like dude wanted it this time. Like there was no hesitation, no keeping your hands in the holster type of shit. Dude really took it to arguably a punch that's probably as hard or maybe even harder, depending on who, than Ramirez, and nearly pulled it off. So it's like that was the fight when after you watch it, it's like that was a draw and it was announced as one, and I think everyone's like pure agreement. Like there was no robbery. Like it was.
Some people trying to scream Pedraza robbery, but shut the fuck up because it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't no robbery
because Pedraza dropped too many clear rounds early for that to be a case. Like now, if there had been a knockdown in there, or or two, depending on whoever scored it, maybe that might change the opinion. But there were no knockdowns, so it's like it was very nip and tuck. Commey the first half, Pedraza the second half. Like, and truthfully, I would want to see this again, but they should probably do a 12 round. They should have a 12 round.
12. Yep. I think it was supposed to be 12, but they changed it to 10 for whatever reason. But
and truthfully, if it was probably 12, then separation probably would have happened.
Yeah,
real separation would have happened. So, but like I said, I mean, the shit. For as late as it started, it was a really good ass fight. Like I was fucking with it. Like, like both guys did. Like, in my mind, they erased the performances of the last fight, and truthfully, like I said, I want to see it again. I want, make it an eliminator or, whatever. But yeah, definitely put that. I definitely want to see the rematch though. But like I said, it was the only card that whole weekend. Well, the only, I would say legitimate card. I mean, outside of another card, which we'll probably mention a little later in the cast or whatever. After some revelations we had, but no, it was like I said, it was entertaining card, and Top Rank, like I said, just keep the jobber fest on the low. You don't have to have him every card. Like we could have had a better, we could have had a co-main that was not a jobber fest or whatever.
I mean, that's kind of their model, like undefeated prospect against the jobber. You know what I mean? That's how, their whole undercard. It seems like that's their formula.
Yeah, and I don't mind if you want to do it for the prelims, so be it though. But for the main card, at least I mean, if you want to make it as an opener on the main card, fine. But I don't want to see it all the way up until the main event, which is not one of them. Like, I know it, but it's like I think that's the matchmaking that needs to be tweaked, like big time. I don't want to see that on every top ranked card.
Yeah, start giving me some solid matchups top to bottom. Like, I'm cool with maybe 2 prospect joints, but like, it comes to a point in time where it's like I don't want to see a jobber festival. Like, man, look, festivals are cool, like once every month, once every 2 months, but they not cool if they're every weekend.
Right. Because to me, because if you're doing that, that's telling me that you don't have enough main stars to pad your cards anymore, and you're just,
exactly.
Yeah, you're just overly relying on your prospects, to one of them to really gain attention or one of them to be viral, and that's shit. You shouldn't really do that. Like, Like sign some stars if you need to, like if you have to.
Real.
But like I said, it was an entertaining card, so I'm not mad at it. We're not mad at it. So.
Well, let me ask you this: would you want to see a rematch, or
of course, yeah, absolutely. Well,
an immediate rematch, or
yeah. I mean, what are they gonna do? Like either that or they're gonna.
Because somebody has to move forward. I felt like all they did was just make themselves top 12 140 pounders.
Right, yeah, because like I said, because Teofimo needs an opponent, so yeah, they need to run that back.
I definitely thought it was gonna be Pedraza because Teofimo's fighting on December 10th or something, right? So I thought maybe he already fought Commey, so Pedraza will make sense. But
right,
with that draw, it was kind of like that PBC draw, but it actually was a draw to me. So it was a right decision.
It was a draw to me too. Like I had no problem with the draw. Like that's. Like I said, it just needed a little bit more separation. But if it without it, it was. I mean, if with the guy that I would have Commey winning, if you had a gun in my hand say who won, and Commey probably should have won that fight. But like I said, in the one round that he needed to really capture, he faded badly.
So a draw is the best way. Like neither guy really deserved to win. Like you would have. Like you need a rematch. Give me a rematch.
Right.
And made it be the co-main of a great fucking main event.
Right.
That's what you do. But don't give me, and if you make this the main event again, give it a great co-main.
Right. Exactly. So it's just like, yeah, it's one or the other, man. Like, hopefully Top Rank will get that shit done. Oh man, no, but yeah, like I said, Omi card this past weekend.